What's up, everybody? It's Matt from the house, and in this video we're going to talk to you a little bit about season passes and basically finding the cheapest way to ride. Let's check this out. Okay, when it comes to snowboarding and skiing, we obviously know that you gotta pay to play. Not only do you have to buy all of the gear, but you have to buy a lift ticket every time you go to the resort. So one thing that a lot of people do take advantage of is the season passes. And then some of these places actually have multi-area passes where you literally can buy one pass that works at a bunch of different places. But in general, if you're gonna ride a lot, you're gonna wanna take advantage of those season passes. Now, right off the bat, when you look at the prices of the tickets, you can kind of see that most of your smaller areas, a lot of times the tickets are a little bit cheaper. They're usually in the 40 to 50, and even some of them are getting up into the 75 range nowadays. And then when you get to some of those bigger resorts, it's kind of crazy. Some of those lift ticket prices are $100 to $200+ a day, and that is a lot of money. But most of these places, even if they're not part of those big multi-area pass programs, a lot of them will have their own season pass program. And if you're gonna go a certain amount of days, it's definitely worth buying that season pass. So right off the bat, what you wanna do is just do a little bit of math. Figure out how much riding that you're going to do or that you're planning on doing, and then just add it up. Look at the daily price of lift tickets. Look at when you're going. Sometimes they'll have an all-day pass. Sometimes there's a 4-hour pass. A lot of times they have these different kinds of passes that'll basically make it a little bit easier and sometimes a little bit cheaper depending on when you're riding. The other thing about it too is that one time when all the kids are off school for the holidays, that's when the price of those passes goes up. So look at how many times you're probably gonna go riding in a year. Also look at the times of the days you're gonna go riding, and also look at the time of the year. Because again, once you get into those holiday hours, it can get a little pricier. And add that up, and you might find that those season pass prices are actually much, much better. So right off the bat, some of those smaller areas, sometimes you're looking at about $350 to $600 for that season pass. And that's for the entire year. And then again, the earlier you buy it too, September, October, usually can be a little bit cheaper than buying it in November or December. But even then, if you go into those later months, again, do the math and figure it out. A smaller place that has that pass for maybe $42 a day and it has that season pass price of $330, right off the bat, that's 8 times. You literally go 8 times and it's paid for. Even some of those other areas where you're looking at $575 for a pass and somewhere in that range up to $600, a lot of times their daily lift ticket prices are $50 to $75. And that basically is 8 to 11 times. So again, you go 8 to 11 times and that season pass is paid for. Another thing to look at too is your local resort might be part of one of those bigger pass programs where you actually can go to places out west, out east, even overseas, and you can get to some of those bigger resorts. If you're planning on taking a vacation, definitely look at those passes. Even if you're not riding at your local resort that much and you're just planning on taking a trip, check out those daily prices. If you're looking at a $200 a day lift ticket, you could be spending 4 days riding, which is not unheard of, and it might be actually worth buying that $800 season pass. So again, do that math and look at those season pass prices and really figure it out, because it could save you a ton of money in the long run. Basically, when it comes down to it in the end, take those daily prices of those lift tickets and add them up and see how many times you actually have to go before it pays for a season pass. Because if you buy that season pass, you go again 8 to 10 times on the average. Every time after that, it's like free. Another thing too is if you buy that season pass, it actually could force you to go a little bit more, because you might think to yourself, okay, if I spend $575 on this pass, I need to go at least 8 to 10 times to get it paid for. What's gonna make you actually go out and ride and actually enjoy the mountain a little bit more? And then again, anytime after that, it's like going for free. Well, thanks for checking out our video about the season pass prices. And if you got any questions beyond what we talked about in the video, definitely leave some comments down below. We're on there every single day trying to answer your questions. We want to make sure we can get you into some rad gear, but we want to make sure that when you go out and ride it, you can use it as much as possible and not have to spend way more than you should. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, definitely get that notification bell on too so you can find out when all the new videos drop. Go ahead and do some math, get that season pass, and get out and ride, because any day riding is a good day riding.